McDavid. Moves in, McDavid goes upstairs! What a goal!
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Etanyos here. Welcome to episode number 4 of this Edmonton Oilers Franchise Mode with the new and improved Edmonton Oilers. The triple franchise Edmonton Oilers, I guess you could call them. We are going up against the Arizona Coyotes today. The playoffs are really going to determine what goes on in this episode. If we go far in the playoffs, we probably won't be showing the draft in the off season, but if we get knocked out first or second round, then that might be happening. So to start off this series, we're going to sim the first 3 games on the calendar against Arizona. Obviously, 2 of these games are away in Arizona. We lose game 1, 1-0, win game 2, 5-0, and then lose game 3, 2-1. Okay, so not a fabulous start, but we are going to jump into some slow sims now just to get a little more detail on the game, see who's performing well, who's not. And Draisaitl currently leading the team with 4 points in 3 games. Not great. I was hoping for a little bit better, but all right. Period 1 of game 4, tied 1-1. We go up 2-1. Can we keep this up? Is this sustainable? So we're getting outshot by Arizona right now. They get a power play, don't score on it. That's good. As far as the game goes overall, looks like it's a fairly even game, but I would say Arizona has the upper hand in offense, but they don't manage to score more than once on, who do we have in that? Robin Lehner. So good performance there from the boys to even the series 2 apiece. McDavid up to 6 points now in 4 games. Moving on to game 5 of this series, this is where it starts to heat up. This is a huge game, especially since it's in Arizona. If we can get an upper hand here, that would be huge, but we do find ourselves down 2-1 heading into the third period of game 5. So, looking at this overall here, again, we are out shooting them. Finally get a goal on Etanyos. Connor McDavid puts that one in the net. We're out shooting them by 10 shots right now, so that is massive, but we might, I don't know if we're going to be heading to extra time here. We might be. And by the looks of it, we are, so we got an overtime on our hands here. So we're going to keep simulating, and this might be over soon. It might not be. So as long as we can just keep peppering them with shots, there we go. Rudolph Schutz getting a game winner here in overtime. 40 shots on Etanyos, that should get you at least 3 goals. So very good performance in game 5, to be honest. And we are just 1 game away from moving on to the second round of the playoffs. So we are playing in Rogers Place, and we could be moving on to face the San Jose Sharks. We find ourselves down 3-2 after the first period. Still down 3-2 after the second. Oh, man. This is an interesting game. Chason ties it right off the bat, 18 seconds into the third period, and then Draisaitl takes the lead just another 2 minutes and 20 seconds later. So absolutely fabulous start to the period, but can we keep it up? Because if we do, we're heading on to round 2. Oh, and unfortunately, Arizona gets a goal there. Christian Dvorak ties the game up. And man, this is a close one again. We could be going to overtime here yet again. My gosh. Okay, so here we go. Another overtime. Could decide the series, could send it back to game 7 in Arizona. So Arizona starts off with a power play. They don't score on it. They get another power play and don't score on it. Was that a shorthanded goal? I don't know if it was, but Leon Draisaitl, game and series winning goal in overtime. Whew. Okay, round 2, baby. Draisaitl with 3 points in a 5-4 win. That is what we needed from him. My gosh, what a performance from Leon there. And yeah, that's crazy. That's a great performance. Looking around the rest of the league, I mean, we are going to have to simulate a day or two here just to figure out who else is moving on out of these series because Colorado and Chicago weren't decided yet. Let's go take a look at the playoffs. We knew we were going to be playing San Jose, but let's take a better look at the playoff tree. So in the Eastern Conference, the Rangers knock out the Flyers in 7. The Hurricanes knock out the Capitals in 5. So we got a Rangers-Hurricanes second round. The Canadiens beat the Red Wings in 7, and the Leafs finally beat the Bruins in 4. So Toronto and a double Canadian matchup there in Montreal and Toronto. That's exciting to see. As far as the Western Conference goes, Chicago beats Colorado set in a 7-game series. Dallas knocked off Calgary in just 5. San Jose sweeps Minnesota, and we beat Arizona in 6. So very interesting second round. There's going to be a guaranteed Canadian team in the Eastern Conference Finals. Not necessarily the finals, but that's good to see that there's some Canadian teams in here still, and it's not just the Oilers. So we have got the 50-win San Jose Sharks. Let's go take a look at their lineup. Unfortunately, the Bakersfield Condors did get eliminated from their playoffs this year, so it's up to the Oilers, I guess. Okay, this is the team that we are dealing with right now. Okay. A lot of top 6 forwards, but there are some very elite defensemen on that back line. And then Martin Jones and Malcolm Subban in net. All right. This looks like a really solid matchup coming up here, and I get the feeling we might not be winning this one. So San Jose, very good team, but the Oilers did knock them out last time they saw them in the playoffs. So again, I think we're going to do the first 3 games, see how they go. And I mean, if we're down 3-0, we're pretty much done, but you never know. So, game 1, we win 5-0. Game 2, we win 9-0. Oh my gosh. And then San Jose finally answers with a 3-0 win against us. But what a start to this series. Shut them out 2 games in a row. That's huge. Game 4 coming up. I hope it's not like a home ice kind of trend. Oh man, it's looking like it. Yeah, it's a home ice trend. If you're on home ice, you get absolutely pumped. What's going on, man? Come on. Like, really? We're going to lose 3-0 and 8-0? I mean, to be fair, we did outscore San Jose 12-11 in those 4 games, but we're still tied 2 apiece. So heading into game 5 now, yeah, San Jose up 2-0. We bring it back 2-1. Come on, boys. Let's see what you guys can do. I know you're right there with San Jose. Power play for San Jose. They don't capitalize on it. Come on. If they're not capitalizing on chances, we got to make them pay. Only 5 minutes left. 8 minutes left. Draisaitl ties it up 2-2. Are we going to get a game winner here before the end of the period? And we are. Connor McDavid. 4 minutes left. And that's going to seal this game off, man. We get a 3-2 huge Game 5 win against the San Jose Sharks, and we are 1 game away from the Western Conference Finals. So McDavid coming in clutch there with not much time left. And, well, now we just got to not blow a home ice game. So, period 1 of Game 6, San Jose up 1-0. Period 2, Edmonton responds for 3 goals. Absolutely massive. And, well, we just got to hold this lead now. I know we are getting outshot, but that doesn't matter. And Vander Kane does get one there with just 8 minutes left. Oh, this is a little bit tense now. And they tie it, of course. Marco Scandella, out of all players, going to score on us to send this to overtime of Game 6. Come on, boys. You've been clutch in overtime so far. Can you keep it up? I don't know, man. Power play for Edmonton. Oh, we don't capitalize on it. We let this game slip away. We had a 2-goal lead heading into the third. Oh, man. And, we still get the win. That's one of our rookies, I'm pretty sure. Rudolph shoots again, getting a game-winning overtime goal. This time it's a series-winning overtime goal. And we knock out the San Jose Sharks in 6 games as well. So we got either Dallas or Chicago coming up. By the looks of it, we got Toronto and New York in the Eastern Conference Finals. Man, this is exciting. And we are going to be taking on the Dallas Stars. Big surprise there, 55 wins. Tyler Seguin absolutely carrying this team right now. Talk about a tough path to the finals. Every team we have played so far has been a better team than us as far as their regular season ranking goes. So taking a look at the remaining 3 teams, we got the Dallas Stars here with the massive line up top. Like, that's insane. They got James Neal on that second line, so we did give James Neal to them. They got a really good defensive core here. My gosh, that is scary. Okay. Wow. And then in goal, 86 rated Ben Bishop, man. That's going to be hard to beat. I know our team, as far as defense goes, is not as good as that team. As far as the Rangers go, taking a look at their offense, they got a good offense, man. Like, it's not the deepest, but it's still a really good team for sure. Brady Shea, Jacob Trouba, Adam Fox, yeah. Henrik Lundqvist is still an 87 rated goalie at 39 years old. Holy. And then Toronto also still being in it. I mean, that top pairing's great. Besides that, not so much here for the rest of this team, but you know what? They do still have a really good team. Matthews is a second line center. Tavares, Marner, Nylander, that's going to be hard to beat still. And Freddie Anderson is also 87 rated in net. Oh boy. Okay. So we got the Dallas Stars coming up. Just an absolutely insane team. They had a fabulous season here this year. And, well, let's see how the first 3 games go against them. 2-1 win, 6-2 win. That's 2 huge games right there, guys. I can't emphasize enough how well those wins help us out in the long run. Okay, so we actually beat Dallas in all 3 of those games. And, Draisaitl with 23 points in just 15 games is absolutely massive. And, well, Dallas is on the verge of elimination in Edmonton. Let's see how period 1 goes. We're down 1-0. Period 2, still down 1-0. That's not great. So let's see how the third period goes. Dallas with their backs against the wall, facing elimination here. They're fighting, for sure. They're putting a lot of shots on net, but Nugent Hopkins ties it up 1-1, getting a goal on Ben Bishop there. And then Yuri Chubasov coming in clutch, getting the lead. But Jamie Benn ties it up with just 6 minutes left. Oh, man. Power play for Edmonton. Come on, boys. Oh, you got to make the power play work. And we're heading to overtime. We could have another series-deciding overtime here. That's it. That's ridiculous, man. And Dallas on the power play. They don't score. If this goes to double overtime, I'm going to jump in just because I want to see the celebration if we win. Oh my gosh, this is actually looking like it might go to double overtime. And we are going to double overtime, guys. I'm going to jump in, even though it's on All-Star. I mean, first off, look at our team rating. And second off, I want to see McDavid not necessarily lift the... It's not the Jack Adams Trophy. What's it called? The Clarence Campbell Cup, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but we will figure that out once we win this series. All right, so here we go. Second overtime of Game 4. Dallas not backing down. Edmonton not letting Dallas go anywhere with this tie game. Big hit from Caleb Jones. Oh my god, okay. Well, that's just our luck. A total of 45 seconds, and Dallas just instantly wins the game. Nice. Okay. That's really cool. So that one stings a little bit, but we still got 3 more games to knock these guys out, so let's do it. Not a great start, to be honest, in that overtime. So, Game 5 in Dallas, we get up 1-0. We get up 4-1 after the second, and, well, I would say that's going to be pretty much it. Dallas has got to get a lot of goals in a little amount of time. They do get one there. Power play, come on, boys. You got to score on power plays. We never score on power plays, and then Dallas gets another one. 1 goal in 10 minutes. That's what Dallas needs. Power play. Come on. But 1 minute left, and we do knock out the Dallas Stars to head to the Stanley Cup Finals. Let's go. Okay, guys, so taking a look at the remaining series here, we have the New York Rangers and the Toronto Maple Leafs. We're going to simulate some days to see who's going where. And, Toronto. Oh, I thought Toronto tied it. I guess not. And they did. Okay, so we got a 7-game series here. And who are we facing? The Toronto Maple Leafs. We got an all Canadian matchup here. So the cup is coming back to Canada, man. That's a good feeling just as a Canadian hockey fan in general. But, wow, okay. This is a good team. This is a really good team. Yeah, we're going to struggle with them. Did they have more wins than us? I assume so. And, no, they didn't. Okay, so we got home ice advantage here. Is that a curse? Possibly. I'm not entirely sure. So, you know what? It is the Stanley Cup Finals. We're going to do a full in-depth sim on this. We're not going to simulate the first couple games. We're going to do in-depth. So, here we go. Game 1 at Rogers Place. Edmonton Oilers, Toronto Maple Leafs. Couldn't get any better from a Canadian hockey view standpoint. Oh my god, really? Really? Jeremy Bracco is going to score 2 goals in the first period. Oh my gosh, what a game. Okay, so third period, down 2 goals, and I don't think we're coming back. Not in game 1. We got power plays, we miss on them. Toronto's going to score on a power play here eventually. They're just completely outshooting us. And yeah, that's going to be it for this game, for sure. So, yeah, we get knocked out. Not knocked out. We get killed 4-2 in Game 1 at home. That is a terrible performance considering that we blew it in the first period. So, let's have a better start this game, boys. Hey, how about that? That sounds doable. So, yes, 1-0 off the start. That is a much better start. Second period, tied 1-1 in the period. Hopkins and Patan score. Heading into the third, we need to win this game. Power play, we don't. Oh, no, we do score. Connor McDavid on Freddie Anderson. Another power play, don't capitalize on it. Toronto gets a power play, they don't capitalize on it. What is with the power plays, man? Nobody can score on them. That's what I'm seeing here. Wow. So, game 2, we take 3-1. 2-goal deficit. Pretty standard here in these playoff games. Leon Draisaitl leading the playoffs with 25 points in 19 games. That's absurd. So heading to Toronto for game 3, not game 4. First period in Toronto, we start off very strong with a 3-1 lead. We give up a goal in the second period to Toronto. And, well, let's see if we can stave off the Leafs at home here. We are out shooting them, and Zach Cassian puts a puck in the net there. That's huge. 5-on-3 power play for Toronto, and they don't capitalize on it. Oh, talk about a turning point in the game, man. That was your TSN turning point. Mitch Marner, with 4 minutes left, gets a 4-3 goal. Power play, oh my gosh, and we hold off the Leafs at home. Man, that is just too close. I don't like that. So, this team is really playing well. I'm incredibly happy with how they're doing. Can they continue it on the road? By the looks of it, they can. We start off 1-0 here, out shooting the Leafs 12-5 in that period. Tied 1-1 in the second. Nylander and McDavid both getting goals. They are playing Hutchinson in net. So, interesting tactic there by the Leafs. Nick Petan ties it up there, but Leon Draisaitl responds just a minute later to keep Edmonton's lead on the board. Oh man, this is a pretty crazy game here. And Timashov ties it 3-3 with just 8 minutes left. Power play for the Oilers. They don't capitalize on a back-to-back power play. That was a triple power play. And somehow we didn't score. So we're heading to overtime for Game 4 here. Oh my gosh, okay. This could turn the entire series right here, depending on who wins this. Power play for Toronto. They don't score. Let's go. Come on, boys. And there we go. Get in. Yuri Chubasov. OT power play winner to send us back to Rogers Place for Game 5 to possibly bring the Stanley Cup back to Edmonton for the first time since 1989, I believe. I believe it was 89. Was the last time the Oilers won the Cup. No, 1990, sorry. Not 89, 90. I was 1 year off. But Toronto Maple Leafs, do they stand a chance? Oh, I think they stand a very good chance, to be honest. But if Draisaitl keeps scoring at this rate, not only is he going to win the Conn Smythe, but the Oilers are going to win the Cup. So, oh, what a terrible period. So we are down 4-2 after the second. We started off really well. Chase on getting a goal there, but 4-goal breakdown in under 5 minutes. That's awful. So, can the boys tie it up, or is this series going to extend even more? By the looks of it, it is, because we're not getting a goal anytime soon. Oh, never mind, I spoke too soon. Connor McDavid gets it back within 1. Is there a possibility here? Come on, boys. I'm pausing the simulation, guys. I'm sorry. I know I can score a goal on the Toronto Maple Leafs defense, especially with this 95 offense. I'm giving myself just 5 minutes left of this game to tie it up and send it to overtime at home at Rogers Place, because that's just an awesome storyline. But, man, this is going to be tough. So, 5 minutes left. Do we stand a chance? Deal with it, Koskinen. Dear God. And there we go, Tyler Benson. Tyler Benson ties the game with just 3 minutes left. Well, 4 minutes, I guess, but still. Huge goal. And we could win this in regulation, possibly, still. So, that's his first goal of the playoffs, too. Couldn't have come at a better time. Bang. Nice shot. Oh, they're switching Koskinen and Lehner. Of course. Yeah, I mean, he let in 4 goals in 5 minutes, but we come back. McDavid, all those guys, yeah, no, that's massive. How did I just completely miss that hit? Come on. Nice block by Caleb Jones. That's actually huge. Leon Draisaitl gonna snipe. Oh my gosh, that was just about a goal. Nice poke check there by Jones. And McDavid breaking down the wall, gonna cut back, gets a little bump, but he's going to get the puck deep to Draisaitl. They're going to get the cycle game going. Unfortunately, Matthews read that play, but Draisaitl reads the play right back. Jake Muzzin thinks he's got the strength on Draisaitl. He actually did there. Oh, what a hit by Nuge. That was absolutely massive. What a play by Hopkins, man. To cut off that pass, like... Oh, man. Matthews is playing a full 200-foot game here. Yeah, that's a dangerous play. Jesse Puljujarvi. Oh, he's cutting in, man. He's cutting in. And what a save by Hutchinson. There was 24 seconds left. That could have been the game right there, to be honest. Gagne's faceoffs have been so bad. Like, I literally cannot win a faceoff with him, but Rudolph shoots. Oh, that's funny because his name is Shoots and he shot the puck. Haha. Come on, boys. Just 12 more seconds of defense. Robin Lehner, huge save there. And we are going this way. Send it up to Puljujarvi. Oh, he tried the deke. It was worth a shot. But we are heading to overtime at home in Rogers Place. Okay, I might have to crank the sound up here on the game audio, just depending on if we actually win the cup or not. So I'm actually going to turn the audio up. I'm going to mute myself, and we're going to watch the overtime.
All right, get your sudden death OT pools going. Get your social media predictions. Overtime is underway, people. Edmonton's gained possession along the boards. And some fancy footwork to kick it over to his teammate. Moves it to Riley. Now a quick pass to Marner. And that puck leaves the zone. And that's picked off in front. Now he slides it up to Draisaitl. Puts it on.
That's a really bad giveaway.
Off his stick. Nothing doing.
You kick yourself in the tail after you miss a chance like this. Has to be on the net.
What a save.
Moves it over to Draisaitl. Moves it quickly over to
Really?
David. Taken by Jones. Blast from the blue line. Denies him with the save. Smart heads up play to intercept the pass. Slides it diagonally to Muzzin. Some great thievery in the open ice. Sends the pass over. For the win.
And of course we lose another overtime game, man. Of course we lose another overtime game. That's how it always works. Like, come on. I'm not impressed. Not impressed that we lost it that easily. Especially after pushing back so darn hard. So, I mean, Season 2, just 4 episodes in, if we can actually see a cup celebration here for the Edmonton Oilers, that would be massive. I mean, it would have been way better at home there in Game 5, but by the looks of it, we're heading back to Toronto here. We get up 3-1. We get up 5-2. That is looking like it might be it. We might not even have to play here. That's probably going to be it. The team just absolutely stomps on Toronto. And, I'm not even going to have to do any more work here this episode. That's going to essentially wrap it up. So, just 1 minute left in the game. Sorry, John Tavares. Connor McDavid's just going to have a better team here than you. So, here we go. 50 seconds left to the Stanley Cup. And, well, I mean, do I really need to commentate this? I mean, as long as I don't get scored on, I think we'll be just fine. Oh my gosh, of course they hit the post. And, well, you'll see the animation right here. They're bringing out Lord Stanley. And, yeah, it's getting ready. What year are we in? 2020/21? That's pretty quick for McDavid to lift the cup. I've definitely seen it take a lot longer for Edmonton to win the cup in franchise mode before. So, I mean, having a 95 rated Leon Draisaitl also helps. But not only that, but Draisaitl's just a freaking truck here. Two, one. There we go. There's absolutely no celebration from the fans. They don't care. But, yeah, let's just mute me and watch this.
They were detailed, they laid out a plan, and they followed it as tightly as they could. They deserve to hoist the mug.
You know, in a moment like this, Ray, you've been around this game for decades. Who comes to mind when you look at all the guys jumping out on the ice celebrating right now? Who do you think of in these moments?
Well, for me, it was Bobby Orr and his famous picture flying through the air against the St. Louis Blues. That's the one that always comes to mind, the most iconic photo, I believe, in the Stanley Cup Finals in the history of the game.
Ray, I love the tradition, but it's got to be hard when you come up short.
You feel really low because you've given everything you have, and you shake hands with somebody that's just beaten you.
There he is, the best player of the postseason. What a run, and there's your Conn Smythe winner.
You go up, you get congratulations, you get the trophy, but you really want to be back with your teammates as quick as you can.
He's coming to collect the Stanley Cup. I can't even imagine how hard his heart is beating right now.
It must be an amazing feeling. Every time I see them hoist the cup year after year, I feel a little pang of jealousy that I never got to do it. Look at this. What a great celebration.
Oh, they get to take the tour with the championship. I can imagine what that feeling must be like.
What an amazing accomplishment to win. And it must be such relief to get your hands on the trophy, to realize this is it. This is what I played for.
And as they gather for the team photo, there are your Stanley Cup champions.
This is the emotional picture, the one with the cup for the first time. The polished one will be in a couple of days when everybody's shaved their beards and combed their hair.
So there you guys have it. The Edmonton Oilers are your 2021 NHL playoff champions. So I am honestly a little bit surprised that Connor McDavid won the Conn Smythe. I thought for sure Leon Draisaitl was going to win it, but as you can see, 33 points for McDavid. That's pretty big. So we will sim to the draft, but I mean, that's just absolutely huge. The Binghamton Devils win this Calder Cup this year, so a little bit different too bad that we couldn't have the Condors and the Oilers win it in the same year. But I mean, back-to-back champions with AHL and then NHL, I'm not complaining. So I mean, you look at the storyline going from 30th to 11th to Stanley Cup champions. It's pretty absurd. This team, I mean, if we take a look at the progress reports, holy crap, as you can see. Yuri Chubasov's just 19 years old and is already 87 rated. So he's going to be one of our top guys here in no time at all. I don't know if we're going to put them all on the same line just because the chemistry doesn't work so well, but like, there's still a possibility to do that. A lot of these guys are actually looking really good, so I think we're going to keep the majority of this team together. We do have a couple guys that are getting, I mean, they're not really getting up there in age, like 32 for Koskinen's probably the oldest on the team. Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure. Chason's 30. Gagne's got to be like, what, 30 as well, or 31? Yeah, he's 31. But I think Koskinen at 32 is the oldest guy there. So yeah, we really don't have that much to worry about as far as age goes. Maybe more so in our AHL system, but still, like, just absolutely fabulous. So we're gonna try to land a couple players throughout the throughout this draft, but I'm not expecting a ton of players. Schumacher is gonna be kind of one of the next guys up, I would guess. Chubarov's only at 50 rated, but I mean, as you can see by the moderation, is it moderation? Or yeah, modified. Attributes modified. Yeah, the plus 22 on those guys is pretty massive. So no change in a couple players there like Hopkins and Lehner, but the rest of these guys, like even Chason, he's up to an 84. Tyler Benson's up to an 84. Like, we are set for the future. Like, very set for the future. I don't think we really need to make a lot of changes to this roster either. I want to take a look at the contracts just to see who's expiring and who we're going to have to try to keep around in this team. So Nugent Hopkins, Benson, Chason, Larson. So that's not great, but besides that, Merity and Yamamoto too. So those guys we will want to keep around. But yeah, that's actually a lot of contracts, to be honest, considering that right now we only have $3 million in cap space. Nuge is going to want more money than he's worth. So unfortunately, this might be Nugent Hopkins last year with the Oilers, even though he fits the system so perfectly well. And I mean, he's one of those first overall picks, along with McDavid and Chubasov. So yeah, I don't know if we're going to be keeping these guys around or how that's going to work. We do have other guys coming up that can fill his spot quite easily. So yeah. Anyways, just to end off this episode, you guys can see who wins the awards there just before the draft lottery comes up and all that stuff, which we will save for next episode. But, you know, congratulations to Carlson on the Norris, Tyler Seguin on the Art Ross, McDavid wins the Conn Smythe, Tyler Benson wins the Calder, didn't see that one coming. Tyler Seguin also wins the Hart and the Rocket. The Vezina goes to Ben Bishop. And then, wow, Ted Lindsay as well as the Lady Bing. Tyler Seguin just had the biggest year of his entire career. Right there. That's insane. So yeah, you can see just all winning the Stanley Cup on morale for our team. That's massive. And, I mean, the Oilers are Stanley Cup champions, so next episode we will be going into the draft, getting the offseason done, building our team for the next season. But that is going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you are liking this series, go down below, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new and you actually made it to the end of this video. And that's going to be it for me. This is Etanyos signing out, and see ya!